Hi guys, welcome back to Oldtimer Garage. So today I'm going to take you for a ride in a Citroen 2CV Bijou. So for those of you who don't know what a Bijou is, it is the British version of what British people thought the 2CV should be about. So it is basically a 2CV with a little more comfort than the standard 2CVs we are used to see had. They were made in Slough near London, and this one has been reconstructed based on a real 2CV Bijou body. The rest of the car was assembled with standard 2CV parts, engine and chassis. Now, I wasn't expecting to drive this car that day, and I didn't have much time to prepare, so you will have to forgive me for the quality and the shakiness of this video. I still thought it would be worth showing it to you. I'll try to make another video later on when it's sunnier and there's more light outside. I have to say that I quite enjoy driving this car. It is pretty much brand new with only something like 86 miles on the clock since it's been completely restored a few years ago. For me, no 2CV will ever be as good as a real 2CV to drive around, but this is close enough. I don't think I've ever explained here why I like this car so much. To be honest, although I had always seen them around when I was a kid back in France, it is only when I was about 22 that I had my first driving experience with a 2CV. Back then I was doing a work placement in a factory where I happened to be working alongside the former president of the 2CV World Association, who was also a former 2CV cross race driver. And over a weekend I went to his house to help him install solar panels on his roof, and at the end of the day he asked me if I would like to go for a drive in one of his 2CVs. So of course I said yes, and he took me across the fields behind his house and on an unpaved dirt road along the river in the 2CV at full speed, and I was blown away by how this car was handling the bumps and the way it drove. And from this moment I knew I was going to have one day, and that's what happened about a year later. The first car I bought was a 1967 Diane, supposedly in working order, but which was actually a huge scam, so I had to get rid of it as soon as I brought it home. But then I decided that if I was going to have my own 2CV, I wanted to learn everything I could about it, and so that's how I bought the red one that you can see in one of my very first videos here. It took me about 6 months to restore it completely and about 1,000 hours, but eventually I got to drive it around everywhere, even in over a foot deep of snow like we used to have back where I used to live, and it will always handle perfectly. And as they say, the rest is history. I bought another 2 after this one, and then a 2CV van, and another 2CV after the van. And by that time I started to be well known for being the guy who would get a brand new 2CV out every 6 months or so. Anyway, that's how it started, and that was already about 10 years ago now, but I still enjoy driving these cars as much as I used to do. I think they're awesome little cars for fun drives alone or even with passengers. hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know the drill. Please click on the thumbs up button, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. I will talk to you soon for another update on the restoration of my Cadillac and another few other stories I've got in stock for you guys.